An anonymous source at NASA said that the agency intends to look for aliens among people. For the first time in history, NASA agreed that UFOs, unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP, as it's now customary to call these mysterious craft scurrying in the Earth's atmosphere and its lower and upper layers, really exist, and they made a commitment to take care of them. The historical turn, the giant leap as it's called, commemorating the first man's step on the moon, occurred against the backdrop of increased internet interest in UFOs and after the recent public hearings in the US Congress on these same UAPs. Congressmen questioned Deputy Director of Naval Intelligence Scott Bray and Undersecretary of Defense for Intelligence and Security Ronald Moultrie. A little earlier before that, a law was passed that obliged the US government to create a working group to study a potentially dangerous phenomenon. The Pentagon responded to the threat last year. Following the US Navy, they created a special unit, the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force, UAPTF. And now NASA has decided to officially join some of those specialists dealt with the problem, as they say, on a voluntary basis and on their own initiative. The agency promised to assist the military and conduct research as part of its own project. The congressional hearings and the emergence of a special law were provoked by numerous stories of naval aviation pilots and, most importantly, sensational footage which depicts strange objects captured by fighter radars. For several years, the footage circulated on the internet was somehow mysteriously leaked, and in the spring of 2020, the US Department of Defense has already posted these videos, 3 of them, on its website and recognized them as genuine. According to the testimonies of pilots, technicians, operators on ground-based radar installations, and simply sailors who are on board aircraft carriers, objects in diameter reaching 15 to 20 meters, then flew rapidly, then hovered, quickly soared to a height of 10 kilometers without any visible engines and jets, changed their trajectories with accelerations from 100 to 1,000 G. It's absolutely impossible for human pilots if people like us controlled these objects. Sometimes the craft were hidden underwater. They emerged from under the water without any air turbulence or shocks, which usually accompany aircraft breaking the sound barrier. NASA tries not to mention aliens publicly. Aliens are not the only explanation for strange phenomena in the sky, insists Karen Fox, NASA spokeswoman, and she adds that it's too early to draw scientific conclusions about the nature of UAPs. There are not enough high-quality observations, she said. However, an anonymous source within the agency claims that NASA is serious about looking for extraterrestrial life here on Earth. They just decided to focus a little closer at home this time, adds the connoisseur. That is, the specialists of US Space Agency do not reject the idea of alien intervention in the phenomena. The head of NASA, Bill Nelson, after talking with the pilots who were chasing objects and catching them in sight, somehow mentioned, "Who am I to say that planet Earth is the only habitat for such a civilization and organized form of life as ours?" Another US government source says NASA will most likely start collecting testimonies from astronauts, first from those who have seen UFOs in space. They will view videos and data from multiple missions. It's already known that both the Pentagon and NASA admitted that astronauts have seen UFOs several times and recorded what they saw. Specialists from both departments request archival footage taken by cameras equipped on shuttles and other spacecraft. Some data has been declassified, for example, filming and recording made on board the Skylab 3 space station in 1973. Station commander Alan Bean wrote in the logbook back then, "Through the window we saw a bright red flashing with a period of 10 seconds. The object became brighter and drifted with us for 20 minutes or more. Then it disappeared over the horizon. It was the brightest object we saw." Skylab 3 crew member Owen Garrett took pictures, thanks to which experts calculated that the red object was about 200 meters long. Gemini 7 astronaut Jim Lovell reported to Mission Control about a large object he saw next to the launch vehicle. He confirmed several times that he actually observed something completely unexpected. NASA treats any evidence with full responsibility. They recalled Buzz Aldrin, the astronaut of Apollo 11 spacecraft that delivered the first people to the moon. He said that he saw a light in the porthole which moved along with the spaceship. The testimony of Edgar Mitchell, the sixth man on the moon, is also under the microscope. Mitchell believed in aliens and claimed that a clique of insiders, quote-unquote, hides the historical findings of the UFO crash in the United States in 1947, as well as contacts with aliens. Of course, he was referring to the Roswell crash of New Mexico. This is on Soul Ask. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.